Hello everyone and welcome back to Sign Language Worship. My name is Mandy and I'm so glad that you are here. Sign Language Worship is a YouTube channel dedicated to teaching you how to worship our Lord and Savior using ASL. So today we are starting a new song. We are going to learn Reckless Love by Cory Asbury. If you are a beginner, if you found this song via a Google search and this is going to be your very first song, I will caution you, this is a tough place to start. So feel free, jump in, give it a whirl. But if you're finding it tough, why don't you go on the channel and check out some more beginner level songs, or if you check out the website, signlanguageworship.com, I have it divided there on what songs I consider a beginner level and pre-intermediate or intermediate. This is definitely an intermediate level song. Okay, so you do want to have a little experience, but hey, if you want to try it anyways, I admire your attitude and I'm so glad you're here. So we will get started right away. Just remember, I am left-handed, so that means if you're right-handed, you're going to mirror my signs. If you look below this video, in the description, you'll find links to print off the lyrics and other helpful things. And last but not least, please consider subscribing to the channel. Or you can also check out the website, signlanguageworship.com. All the tutorials are there as well. Okay, so we're going to do, I think we're going to try it in 3 tutorials, so 3 parts. The first part, we're going to learn verse 1 and the chorus and walk through everything there. And then the second one, we will learn verse 2 and the bridge, and then walk through the entire song. And then the third tutorial, we'll be signing with the music. But of course, if those are too big of a chunks, do half the video and come back and do the other half later. Okay. Before I spoke a word, so before, you're going to have your 2 hands out here, and then with your dominant hand, you're going to move it back, signifying before. Okay, before I, so for I, you can have your eye at your chest like this, or you can also just point to yourself. Okay, so before I spoke a word, this is a sign for spoke, and then a word is like this, you're kind of making a P. Okay, or you can also do before I was born. Okay, that's also acceptable to do. So born, you're just taking your dominant hand and going underneath. Okay, this is a tricky song, so in different places we are going to make some interpretations. So before I spoke a word, you, pointing to God in heaven, were singing over me. So singing, you have your non-dominant hand like this, and with your dominant hand, you kind of go over your forearm with the melody. Okay, singing, and then over, so you take your dominant hand, moving it over your hand here, over me. Okay, let's try that from the top. Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. So you, pointing to God in heaven, have been so, so good. So we're going to do very for so, so. So you're making a V here with both hands, and you kind of pull them apart. Okay? So, so, and then good. Your hand here, your fingers together, coming down from your chin. Okay, good. So, so good to me. Okay, pointing to yourself. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. So before I, and then breath, have your hands here and you're signifying your lungs moving. Okay? Okay, before I took a breath, you breathed life in me. Okay? So life, you're making L's and you're coming down to your stomach and then up to your ribs. Okay? Your life, and then in, taking your dominant hand and tucking it into your cupped non-dominant hand, and then me. Okay, so let's try those 2 lines. Before I took a breath, you breathed, and then you can do you can leave it out, but that's an open hand. Okay, your life in me. And then you've been so, so kind to me. So you have been so, so, and then kind. You're going to take your middle finger and take 2 circles here. So whenever you have any sort of feeling, it's always shown with the middle finger. So later on when we do felt, you're going to know that too. Okay, middle finger. Now, when you're right-handed, you're gonna actually realize you're doing it over your heart, because I'm left-handed and doing it backwards, it's not over my heart, but it's supposed to be over yours, okay? So kind to me. Let's try that from the top. That's verse number 1, okay? Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. And then before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. Okay, one more time and then we'll move on to the chorus. Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. I did 2 in there, you don't have to, okay? But 2, you're bringing your index finger to your other one, to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. Okay? That's everything you need for verse number 1. So I learned from the Christmas Carol Blitz, or at least the few that commented, you guys prefer when I put more stuff into one tutorial. So we are gonna truck right along onto the chorus now, okay? So the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. So for overwhelming, you're gonna take your hands here and put it over your head, okay? Overwhelming. The overwhelming, never-ending, never-ending is forever. So for that sign, you're gonna take your dominant hand with your index finger up, you're gonna go around, and then switching your hand position and putting your thumb and your pinky out, you're gonna push it out, okay? Never ending, and then reckless. So for that, you're gonna take your 2 hands here with just your index and your third finger, reckless, okay? Reckless. Reckless love, okay? Give yourself a good squeeze of God. Let's try that again. The overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. It chases me down, fights till I'm found. So for chases me down, we're gonna do follow. So for that, you have 2 thumbs up and you're showing, you kind of circle the back one, okay? So it chases me down and then fights with fists, fights till I, pointing to yourself, and then found, it's like you're picking something up, okay? And you also conveniently make an F, okay? Or sorry, F. Found. So fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. So for leaves, you have your 2 hands out and you kind of pull them away, okay? Leaves the 99. So we're gonna make a 9, okay? So that's your index and your thumb together, and starting here in the middle of your body, you're gonna rock it out, okay? 99, 99. So leaves the 99. I can't earn it, I don't deserve it. I, and then can't. So for can't, you're gonna take your dominant index finger and strike your non-dominant index finger. I can't, and then earn it, kind of simply go over your hand like this, okay? And earn and deserve are very close. So just a small motion, earn it, okay? And then I don't. I don't. And then deserve it is like earn it, only it's more of a statement, so it's a bigger action, okay? I don't deserve it. Okay, so why don't we try that from, oh, sorry, there's one more line, so we won't try it from the top quite yet, because there's only one more line you still need to learn. Still, you give yourself away. So for still, it's thumbs up, or sorry, it's the Y's. Still, okay? Still. Okay, and it kind of makes kind of a dip and then comes up. Still, you, pointing to God in heaven, give, and making G's, give, and then yourself is like a thumbs up right in the middle. Yourself and then away, okay, like you're shuffling something away. So still you give yourself away. Still you give yourself away. And then it repeats, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Okay, so let's try the chorus, and then we're going to try everything we've learned so far. I can see we're already over 10 minutes, but you guys got to be used to it, considering that we're cramming more into each video. Okay, so the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I can't earn it. I don't deserve it. Still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay? The overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I can't earn it. I don't deserve it. Still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Okay, who's brave enough to try it from the top? Remember, this is one of the toughest songs we've done, so especially if you're a beginner, just stick with it. Make mistakes, it's okay. I make mistakes too. God cares far, far more about the condition of our heart than the position of our hands. Okay, so just keep going, keep trying. Let's try it from the top. Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so kind to me. And then the chorus, oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it. I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. And that's the first verse and the chorus. Tomorrow we'll learn the second verse and the bridge, and then after that, we're gonna sign with the music. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye. If you liked today's video, please click like. It gives me the encouragement I need to make more. Also, don't forget to subscribe, that way you'll miss no future songs. And lastly, share Sign Language Worship on Facebook. Find a friend to learn sign with. That way, you're both more likely to stick with it. See you later.